Thanks for checking out Mac Guitar Mania, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to transform your electric guitar signal into a realistic sounding acoustic signal using the HeadRush Core, HeadRush Prime, HeadRush Prime Plus. It's not difficult. I got it all here for you. Stick around. You'll be blown away how good it sounds and how easy it is to do it yourself. All right, heads up. If you watch the whole video or you get to the point and you think, oh man, I don't want to go through all those settings and dragging everything into place and changing everything, I've got the ticket for you. Click the link below in the description and I will send you the rig for free. No strings attached. Just click the link below and I'll send it to you ready to go, tweaked to your liking. The first step, let's create a rig. That's all there is to it. I'm using a HeadRush Core, but you can use the Prime and Prime Plus. You may be able to use older HeadRush models, but I'm focusing on these right now. Let's jump right over to the computer screen and I'll walk you through the process. You'll be blown away how easy it is and how realistic it sounds. Let's go jam on that acoustic, baby. Okay, here we are on a blank rig screen. I'm using the desktop editor because it's much easier than bending down to work on the pedal itself. You can do it directly on the pedal or the screen just like I'm doing now. I love this desktop editor. So let's get started. First block we want to add into a straight chain is the side comp. I use that one all the time. It's simple, easy to work with, and I've come up with some nice simple settings that really make it easy. We'll just do default for now. I'm going to add all the blocks in and then we'll go back and make the adjustments and show you what works best for my situation. You may want to tweak things according to your guitar, your speaker, whatever you're using, but I'll show you what I'm using to make such a great sound. Next, we want acoustic preamp, and that is over here in EQ. Right here, acoustic pre. We'll put that in with default also. Next, we want to do the acoustic sim, which is also in the EQ department. The acoustic sim, where are you? Right in my face, right there. We'll do default. Then we'll put in the air reverb kind of as a bonus. I don't use that the whole time, but I do put it in here as an option. We'll do, let's just do, for now, ambient. We'll change that later. Then I like to leave space just to make it look nice. You don't have to do this, but I put next the multi-chorus, which is really cool because it adds some real depth to the tone, but you don't have to use it. And I'm going to do default mono for now. Let's do the next will be the ambi-verb, which is a really sweet sound of reverb that just thickens and deepens the texture of the sound. Let's see where that is. Ambi-verb, that wild looking little thing there. And then let's do the stereo doubler. Oh, it's under delay. There it is, right here. Stereo doubler, we'll do default. Then we'll go back. The last thing I'm going to put in is a clean boost. And what I use is an EQ, the 10 band, 10 frequency EQ. And we'll put default for now. All right, there's our rig. That's all we need. We don't need an amp. We don't need a speaker. This is all we need. And several of these things don't even stay on the whole time unless you want to add some more depth or broad sound to your actual signal. So let's get started jumping into each one of these blocks to see what settings give us the best sound. If you love guitar and guitar playing and gear and geeky stuff as much as I do, then you need to subscribe to this channel, man. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and leave your comments below. Tell me ways that you think I can improve this rig, ideas you have for even better rigs using the HeadRush Core Prime and Prime Plus, and give me your feedback. I love hearing from you. Side comp, the settings I use are a preset that I made over here by when I made my settings. I called it My Blues. Now, the way you do that is you change settings over here And once you like them, then you press the save button and you can save a new preset. This is a preset rig, or I'm sorry, block settings, or just do save for the current one to stay the same name. These are the settings I use, and I will put that on the screen for you to copy if you want to, and then you can move on from there. The next one we will use is the Acoustic Pre. Now I added it in as default, but I'm going to change that. Okay, I have a default on the Acoustic Pre that I use that I also adjusted. It's called Brighter. Here are the settings I use. Now you will notice there is this little menu bar here. I didn't change anything on any of these in the further adjustments you can make through this extra menu, but you can change any one of these blocks and define them more distinctly. You can change the input gain, the output gain, and you can change the EQ completely by turning it on right here, then adjusting accordingly, and then that goes right into your block. But I am not doing that on any of these blocks. I'm using the settings you see here, and that's all. Let's move over to the Acoustic Sim. On the Acoustic Sim, I use one of my other presets. I called it Less Jumbo because there was a built-in preset called Jumbo Bright. I made some adjustments and turned it into what I call Less Jumbo. Really nice name, huh? All right, let's jump into the air reverb. The setting I used here is called Plus Chamber. All right, that's for the air reverb. Let's jump down to the multi-chorus, which is a great block. It really works well. The settings I use for this are right here. It's a preset that was built in. And let's see, it's Stereo 6 Heavy. Gives a great sound. Jump over to the ambiverb. Let's see what settings we used on that. All right, for that one, I used the preset called Clean. Pretty simple. Now the stereo doubler, which is kind of a bonus. I don't use it all the time. Stereo doubler, we use the light setting, so it's not overpowering. Now on to the 10 frequency EQ. I use what's called the Clean Big Boost. That's one of my adjustments to a built-in called Clean. What it does is it keeps all the frequencies set right in the middle, no changes up or down, but we add about 4.8 decibels of gain. It's a clean gain, no change in the tone, no distortion, unless you're going too loud and if your output is too high. But other than that, this is my favorite Clean Big Boost. Simple trick, just turn up the gain, no frequencies. And last but not least, we need to add in a volume pedal, which I didn't do earlier. Let's do that now. We do default linear. The last thing you have to do before trying this out is to assign the A function of the foot pedal to volume. And I just click on volume, and that's it. I have an attached expression pedal. If you're using the Prime or the Prime Plus, you would have a built-in expression pedal. I had to add mine on, and here it goes. You can see it working to go 0 to 100%. You can adjust it however you want, but I like it to go from 0 to 100%. That is the whole rig right there. And I'm going to tell you right now, I leave the comp on, the acoustic preamp, and the sim. I turn off the reverb. I turn off the chorus and the doubler. And for now, I'm going to leave on the Clean Big Boost. We're going to do a sound test to let you hear how my single coil electric guitar sounds through these settings right now. Let's save our rig as Acoustic Sim for YouTube. All right, there it is. Let's plug in and hear how it sounds. We are hooked up with my Larry Carlton Sire S3 guitar, Ready to go on the middle pickup. That's my preferred choice. Let's go with no special effects, just the simulator and acoustic preamp and the equalizer. Now let's try the neck position and see how that sounds. I'm sure it will sound a little more full. Might be better for your situation. You tell me what you think. Let's check out adding the air reverb in using middle position. Let's go over to that neck position, same settings, some air reverb added in. Okay, I'm adding in the chorus now, which will sound really sweet. We'll start in the neck position and then we'll switch over to the middle position to see how it sounds. Let's add even more effects. Now we're going to add in the ambi-verb, which gives an ambient sound to it, along with the air reverb, which is already on, and the multi-chorus. We'll start in the middle position, then I'll switch over to neck position. All right, it's time to add in even more effects for a thicker, beautiful, more full sound. We're going to turn on the stereo doubler. Now, you don't have to turn all these on at the same time. I'm just showing you how full you can make your sound become by turning on all these extra effects. You can turn on 1, 2, 3, or all 4. It's up to you. Let's start in the neck position and see how it goes. Now it's time to just have some fun. with the original settings, no extra effects. This is the basic acoustic sound, no extra effects added in. It's a lot of fun to jam on. Let's just have some fun with it. And remember, you can always adjust each individual block in your HeadRush Core Prime or Prime Flex. And all you have to do is click on that little menu, change the EQ, you can change the gain, everything. I've just done enough to make my guitar sound good. You can make yours sound great. Let's have some fun.